And we are live with Jovanna Vidal on Lunch Break Live. How are you doing today?
I'm doing so great, Patrizia. How are you?
How exciting is this?
So exciting. I'm so excited to make your organic vegetal soup.
Well, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
All right. So today we're going to start with the broccoli. That's typically where I start.
Okay.
So this is what I do. I just put that right in. Just
So those were already chopped and
cut? Absolutely. Absolutely. From Trader Joe's, everything is already ready for you.
Nice.
Yes. So we just add, again, from Trader Joe's, organic vegetable broth. And
Natalie Ford, thank you so much for joining us.
hi, Natalie. So here we go.
Famous acting coach, actress, photographer.
We're just going to get that going.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm Patrizia Barretto. I'm here with Jovanna Vidal. She is making her famous vegetal soup.
And it's super easy, too. All the ingredients are super easy, fresh, and very accessible. So it's nothing complicated, nothing where you got to go hunting for anything in particular. So that's always good. So what I like to do also is just cut, again, organic lemon and just squeeze that into the broth and into the broccoli.
I have never heard of this.
Oh, no, really?
Lemon in the soup with the broccoli.
Yeah.
That's new.
Okay. I just love lemon squeeze for everything. It just gives it a nice, like, tangy type of...
How many of you have heard of lemon in vegetable soup? Hey, this is new. This is great.
All right, fantastic. I'm digging that. Okay, so I'm also going to add a little Himalayan pink salt, again, from Trader Joe's. And this is just to, you know, give it a little bit of flavor. I don't add too much. I keep adding throughout is what I want to say. So I'm going to get that going. Just get the stove going. Not too high. There we go. There we go. About that is right. And we'll just keep that.
I love the smell of rosemary.
Oh, isn't it fantastic?
Look at everyone. Very fresh, organic carrots, mushrooms, this beautiful spring mix.
Yeah, that's actually called Power Greens from Trader Joe's. So it has kale, spinach, and chard. So you have that nice mix of all three. And if it gives you power, I'm a fan. So we'll just let that go.
All right, let's take some calls. So Natalie Ford, some messages. Yum, broccoli. Yes, Natalie, and
Yes.
it smells so good.
Yes.
She says there's so much protein in broccoli. June Landsberg says, what's pink salt?
Oh, Himalayan pink salt. My understanding is that it actually fuels you with more electrolytes than regular salt. So that's actually very key, especially when you're doing a cleanse, which is what I often use it for. So I've just kind of adopted it. I've gone from sea salt to pink salt, and it looks nice. Again, Trader Joe's.
Judith Allen says, hello from sunny Palm Beaches today. I had rice and pasta soup today. Love broccoli, lemon, raw onions. It looks good there. Thank you so much, Judith. Billy Angus sends smiley faces.
Oh, smiley face is back.
June Landsberg says, hi from Newton, Massachusetts. Candy Miller says, what is pink salt? She just answered that. You'll be able to go back and check that in the rewind, in the playback. Billy Angus, again, you're making me hungry. I'm here recording, and let me tell you, I am hungry.
Yay!
Lydia Marquez says, so good. Teresa Day has more minerals. That's right.
Yes.
Pink Himalayan salt from Trader Joe's. Jeanne Pearson, that's right. Shelley Petlansky Watkins, welcome, Shelley. It's been a while since we've seen you. How are you? June Lunsberg, you're so sweet for all the comments. Thank you. And Billy Angus says, hello from chilly Hamilton, Montana. Candy Miller Duno says, hello. We'll try pink salt now.
Oh, good deal. I'm happy to hear that. Yes, I'm now just going to start adding the rosemary just because I like it to really simmer and be in there and to kind of take that
Wait, I missed
flavor.
this. What?
Yes,
Rosemary in there?
Yes.
Okay, this is new. This is new, gang. We have a new recipe.
Yes.
Anita Rosinola says, what veggies is she using?
Broccoli, and we're going to be adding later on some carrots and mushrooms, but right now I'm just working with the broccoli, letting that steam a little bit, and adding the rosemary for some natural herbs and flavoring. I love rosemary and everything. I've discovered that you want to leave it on the little branch. You don't want to separate it too much, or else when you're eating it, you kind of have to go through all the rosemary. So keeping it whole, I've discovered, is actually preferable. So that's why I'm just dumping it in there. So that's what I do.
You're very knowledgeable.
Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, I had to learn, right? We didn't all learn first day, but this is one of my favorite easy recipes to make. And again, I just keep at it, just adding more lemon.
Tiffany Chiffon just joined us, and she says, hi from Louisiana.
Hi from LA. Louisiana in the house. And I'm not very good at getting the seeds out, but that's part of the fun of eating this soup. You just dig them out. I don't want to go in there and grab that. So I'm going to start adding the carrots. I like the tri-colored carrots just because it gives some beautiful color. So I go ahead and just add that. And we'll go ahead and add everything so that Patrizia and
That's
I
going to be
full.
a hearty soup.
It is hearty. It is hearty. You'd be surprised how filling this soup actually is.
Michael Fujimori just joined us. Hello, Michael. He is a very famous activist here in Los Angeles.
Ooh, hi.
Thank you so much for joining us, Michael. I'm Patrizia Barretto, and I'm with Jovanna Vidal. She is a writer, actress, producer. Tell us about what you're doing. Tell us first your vegan journey.
Oh, wow. It has been interesting. It's been an interesting journey. I come from a family and a culture that is very actually concentrated on meats and dairy. So growing up as a Dominican Latina, there was a lot of meat served in my household. Now as an adult, I've discovered that it's not something my body really wants to absorb, and it doesn't enjoy it. Since especially now going plant-based and raw, it's just been a big difference in my system. So my journey started just about a year ago, actually. So fairly recent, though thrilled at the differences I've detected in doing so. So I went from, again, not a healthy diet, although at the time when you're not healthy, you think you're doing well because they tell you, and I say they, but they tell you that you can only get your protein from meat and that you need red meat for the iron, and you hear all these different things. And I've soon discovered that that is not the case, and that I can do really well, and my body's very happy and contented without the red meats. So that's something that I've adopted, and I'm so grateful that I have. So in the last year, since I've been plant-based, I've lost 18 pounds. So that's just the weight journey alone.
Wow.
I mean, yes, it's been significant. In that aspect alone, my skin has cleared up. I think all vegans can attest to how beautiful your skin gets once you start eliminating all these processed foods, which is huge, especially as an actor, as an on-camera talent. That's big. And prior to my going plant-based, it wasn't the case. So that's something that I'm very, very happy to report.
Billy Angus says, been a vegetarian for nearly 35 years.
Ooh.
Anita Rosinola says, I not only gave up meat for health reasons, but because I don't want to eat animals. I've seen too many horror stories of how animals suffer.
It's so sad.
June Landsberg says, my ultimate goal is vegan. I can walk longer. Tell us about that. Since you've been vegan now, you have more energy.
Oh my gosh.
Your life's changed. I mean, you can breathe better. Your skin looks better. Were you having any ailments that you can share with the public?
Yes, absolutely. I was absolutely experiencing headaches, migraines, just poor gut health in general. Of course, being our second brain, as we are now really establishing more and more, is that if your gut's not happy, you're not happy. So I was definitely feeling the overwhelm, the foggy brain, the exhaustion. Every time I ate, right after I ate, I would just be like ready for a nap. It's like, that's not a way to live. Now that I eat vegetables and fruits and again, plant-based, it's like I have all this energy to just keep going. And that is like so fantastic. It's like I can eat on the go. It's easy to just, have a little sachet of carrots or apples. I'm such an apple connoisseur now. Who would have thunk it that there's all these different varieties
the
of
next show we'll talk
apples.
about apples. I love apples.
Apples.
I love apples too.
It's the first thing I eat in the morning actually for energy. So I've done away with my coffee dependency as a result of this new lifestyle. So first thing I do in the morning is have an apple, and that wakes me up instead of a cup of coffee.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Who would have thought that?
I know.
The soup smells so good.
I'm so delighted to hear that.
And it's pretty simple. You didn't use like a lot of seasoning.
No.
Because I think that the fruit and the vegetables themselves have enough seasoning that gives the food a little pop. Its natural seasoning comes out.
Exactly. And when your taste buds are clean, you taste the freshness of the greens, and that just makes you happy. All you vegetarians for a really long time can attest to that, and probably why you've been so successful for 35 years as a vegetarian, because once you realize the yumminess that is vegetables, you really crave them more than anything else. I mean...
Billy Angus says, garlic is also good. Billy, will let me give you a secret. I put about 15 cloves in all of my food.
Ooh.
Whenever I make something and garlic is an ingredient, I load it up with garlic.
All right.
So, note to self.
Note to self.
Ellen Andrea Dent just joined us. Hello, Ellen. She is a board member for Animal Alliance Network.
Thank you.
She's doing amazing work. Thank you so much. They just had their year anniversary 2 nights ago. I was unable to attend because I was under the weather, but they had a beautiful ceremony at the slaughterhouse downtown. Wow. For those of you that don't know, they have a pig vigil twice a week, and you can join any save movement, your local save movement anywhere around the world, and be part of this organization to save the animals. Oh, so thank you for joining, Ellen.
Thank you. Thank you. That's fantastic work and necessary work. Essential.
Betty Ann just joined us. She said, nice. Thank you, Betty Ann. You should see. Jovanna is really kicking butt. I heard that she's not really a good cook, but guys, this is amazing. Look at that. That looks beautiful.
Oh.
This is simple. Look, she's an actress. She's a producer. She's a writer. She doesn't really have that much time to make elaborate 2-3 hour meals. She has 15-20 minutes before she has to get back out on the road to an audition, or she has to meet with production or location for her new movie. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh my gosh, sure. I would be happy to. Although I want to add the kale and the power greens. May I do that first, just so that I can keep the dish going? Because if not, I want you all to see the finished product, and I'm afraid that, look at that. Oh my gosh, that filled it up. But you know what happens with those greens. They just...
I would have never thought that we can put these greens in the soup. I just thought it was just salad.
Oh, absolutely not. These definitely give it the heartiness as well. So you will soon see that once we start adding all these yummy greens and they start steaming, that yes, you have a big bowl of hearty soup. And now in these chillier days, oh, it's fantastic. And you can make extra and store it if you so choose, or yeah, there's so many options.
June Landsberg says, is there any good vegetarian vegan cookbooks out there that you can recommend?
Patrizia, I leave that to you.
Okay.
I've been making recipes from a dear friend. I know you've helped me tremendously with some suggestions. However, like Patrizia said, I am not a cook.
That's why we need cookbooks.
That's why we need cookbooks, right?
Silly girl.
So get on it, Patrizia.
Okay, I will definitely recommend some books. I don't have them right here in front of me, but I will actually post them for you June once I'm done taping.
All right.
Again, thank you everyone for joining. I'm Patrizia Barretto. This is Lunch Break Live, and we are with Jovanna Vidal.
Yes. Hello again.
That looks amazing. So you just added in the mushrooms.
Just added in the mushrooms.
This is so simple.
It really is. It's like chop and like pour,
You know,
essentially.
people say that they can't be vegans because it's too difficult. This is not difficult.
Absolutely not. So here we go. Now we just let it simmer and let the fuego do its thing.
That looks so good. I'm excited. I love doing lunch break lives because we get to try everyone's food.
Yay! I know, I love watching your lives. It's like, it gives me so many great ideas. I loved your panini. You made this delicious panini that I was
good.
like, oh.
That was so good.
It looked like it.
Elva Sandoval made a delicious green salsa verde. I still have not been able to master it, but it was so good. So if you guys can do in the search bar for Elva Sandoval, you'll find her amazing salsa verde recipe. I made gnocchis over the Christmas holiday. So yeah, I made over 300 gnocchis. I had no idea I was making that many. I had the entire counter filled with gnocchi. Okay, this is great.
Yay!
This looks so good. All right, let's let that simmer.
All right.
We'll let that do its thing.
Okay.
Now, tell us a little bit about your movie.
Oh my gosh, I'm really proud of this film. It's called God Salsa, and we've already shot the proof of concept. We're right now in our first round of crowdfunding, so on Indiegogo, so you can go to godandsalsa.com and see all the fantastic perks that we've put together with the mission and intention and purpose of making this film and wanting to help so many people. So I play Raquel Cortez, and I am a grieving therapist, and this sounds like it's going good. Oh, this makes me happy. So yes, and we have a fantastic cast and crew, and the director, Jess Thomas, and Anayansi Thomas. They're a fantastic pair who have come together to bring their story to the masses, how we can help people who might be going through a tough time with an inspirational message. And that was why I connected with the material so quickly, because yes, if we can help someone in this world, then that is absolutely part of my heart's journey. So I am so grateful that I can be part of this journey with them. So here we go.
How did you get connected with the movie?
They actually reached out to me. One of the few instances, perhaps in an actor's journey, that you get an invitation to audition, and that's essentially how it happened. I auditioned, read with Jess Thomas, the director. Then we had a little dancing scene in the audition, so I got to dance a little salsa.
You're gonna have to dance a little
I'm just
salsa
saying.
on camera.
I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness.
Just saying. So yeah, so it's been fantastic. We have world-class dancers who are going to be choreographing our dances. Okay, this is an amazing tidbit. They were the choreographers, and they actually performed in Dance With Me. If you remember that movie, you remember that movie? Yes. Oh my gosh, Dance With Me with Cheyenne and Vanessa Williams. Yes, same choreographers, the darling Enyo Cordoba. And
I know Cheyenne very well.
You too? Oh, Missy! Oh my gosh!
Well, it just looks so good.
So yeah, it's doing its
beautiful.
thing. Doing its
Beautiful,
thing.
beautiful.
At this point, I might add a little more.
I never knew you could add a bag of mixed greens into a soup. Like, I just thought it was just salad. So, hey, we're learning something new every single time.
Yeah, I'm so happy I can bring that to you.
That's right. I didn't know. And the lemon. Like, who would have thought you can put lemon in the soup?
Yes. It just gives it that little bit of zang tang that, you know, when you cleanse enough, you just kind of go to lemon for most things, and so I've kind of adopted it in most things I do.
Okay, so you've got this amazing movie coming out. You are an actress, writer, director, associate producer on this movie. This is amazing.
Thank you.
I met you in an acting class.
Yes.
Several years back.
Several.
And then we saw each other at an audition.
Yes.
That we both had a callback to.
We
didn't
did.
book, but we both got a callback, so that's
And
good.
we just started yapping away. We
And
just
that was
started
it.
talking. That was it.
That was it. That's
it.
all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. That's all you needed with us too.
And we've been friends ever since.
Yes.
Let's see. You are right now in the middle of this movie, and you're also a Purium ambassador.
Oh, I certainly am, and that is who I am most grateful to for leading me on this journey. Prior to them and this holy grail of nutrition that I so love, I was on a very different path. And for many of us who might remember what that path was like, it was not pretty. So the fact that I've been able to turn around my life, my nutrition, my well-being, because it's so important for our well-being. And you know, being Latina isn't always what you hear. It's lack of information in our culture and our society. So I'm on a mission to help heal the world one gut at a time, and I am blessed and grateful to Purium for that. And yeah, we'll get there.
You are there.
We'll get there.
You are there. We're spreading the message daily.
Yes, it's so important. I mean, there's so many fantastic stories that I've already been able to witness, and it's fantastic when you get texts or emails from people who thank you for now
Give us an
them help.
example. What's the latest message that you've
Oh my
received?
gosh.
Someone saying that you've saved their life.
Oh my gosh. Okay, if I don't get teary-eyed, we'll see. This was from our dear friend Laura, who has lupus. And she has been battling lupus, which is a very painful disease. I've come to learn every time she takes a shower, it feels like she's being stabbed by a knife. And that's just a shower that we do, so innocently every day. For her, it was a challenge, even walking on just a floor. She would cushion her feet with like 5 layers of socks just to make it tolerable for her to walk in her kitchen. So fast forward, we provided her with the nutrition, and she started feeling more alive, more awake. She wasn't going to sleep at 5 o'clock in the afternoon like she had to, because she was so exhausted all the time with dialysis. So a lot of delicate issues. And just yesterday she texted us saying, thank you. I don't know what my life would be like right now if I didn't have you caring for me and sending me the nutrients that I need to combat this. So now we've heard that they've reduced her dialysis, which is huge. I mean, to get dialysis 3 days a week, that's painful. So yeah. So she's very, very contented with now her new life's journey. She can now take care of her kids and enjoy playing with her kids, something so simple that was so difficult for her in the past. So we get emails and texts like that almost every day, and that fills me with joy and just, it humbles me in a world where, perhaps it's driven by more materialistic or selfish or superficial means. It's like, yeah, we can make an impact, we can make a difference, and we're in it.
You are making an impact and a difference. June Landsberg says, God bless you for helping her out.
It's my pleasure. It's my
Sarah
pleasure.
Strata says, love soup. Yerrika Soho says, is Cheyenne vegan? Hope so. I hope so too, Yerrika. I'm going to have to ask Cheyenne next time I see him.
Ask him.
¿Qué
I'm
le está
curious.
pasando aquí, hermano?
Yo te hago una sopa.
Dale.
Yo te enseño a hacer esta sopa.
Una sopa con limón. La verdad, qué rápido. Very fast soup, everyone. Very fast soup. Again, thank you for joining. I'm Patrizia Barretto. This is Lunch Break Live. We are with Jovanna Vidal, and we are almost ready.
Yes, about there.
It looks like it's ready.
All right, so shall we now plate it?
Oh, we're plating.
Yes, I'm just going to add a little more lemon.
Little more lemon.
Can't have enough lemon.
Can't have enough lemon. Yelvika Soho's laughing. Thanks for joining us, Yelvika. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so let's get these going.
What are a couple of tips that you can offer the viewers that are new, that are vegetarian, still struggling to become vegan? What can you tell them so they have no fear?
Reach out. Reach out to those who've gone before you. You know, it's fantastic when you have a community like this that is willing and able to lend their expertise and their knowledge and able to help you find what you need. Because sometimes, you know, it might be difficult, but it really isn't until you hear how easy it can be done. So if you're on your own, reach out. There's so many groups. Patrizia heads like several that are huge resources for everybody, myself included. And that is, I think, one way to just not be embarrassed or shy or ashamed. I know I certainly felt some of those things initially, and it's like, no, if you want to become vegan, believe me, the vegan community wants to welcome you, and they'll do their part. And so I love that aspect of this beautiful community. So
thank you.
Learn it.
Vegans are very sweet, very kind-hearted people. They live with compassion and lead with love.
Yes, that's their...
We're trying to save the planet and the animals that are being tortured every day. No animals were tortured for this beautiful meal here today with Jovanna. Thank you everyone for joining. This is Lunch Break Live. We are plating. This is Jovanna Vidal making her delicious vegetal soup.
Yay!
That looks delicious.
I'm so delighted. I'm so excited to have you try it.
I'm trying it. I'm tasting. Okay, all right, I'm tasting.
All right.
I'm gonna taste it.
You might want to add a little more salt if you so choose, but go at it.
Okay, I've got bangs. Had a little, got too close to the scissors the other day. I love soup, by the way. I love soup. I love soup in the morning, lunch, dinner. Okay, this looks really good.
It's really hot. I see the steam.
I'm just gonna try the broth, but I'm trying to find a little jasmine. Wow.
Billy Angus says, time for me to raise the fridge and put it in a soup.
This was delicious. You didn't put any seasoning in here.
No, just
a little bit of salt.
Lemon and
the
salt.
lemon, you can taste the lemon. The rosemary.
And the rosemary.
Fantastic.
Yay.
Gang, this is so good. Look at that.
All the colors.
So beautiful. All right, we're going to do a little closing with Jovanna because this is my bowl now.
Uh-oh.
This is my bowl. Hold on. Okay, now she's going to plate her bowl. Thanks again, everyone, for joining. We're almost wrapping up. We're plating Jovanna's Vegetal organic soup.
Mm-hmm. I'm so hungry right now. I smell the rosemary. The rosemary always gets me. Oh. So yes.
Anita Rosanola says, I think there should be a vegan community we could all live in together. As a matter of fact, Anita, we are creating that. 2026 in Costa Rica, you should follow climate healers, Dr. Rao, and Renee King Sonnen, and so many others. Jane Velez-Mitchell, they all went to Costa Rica. Marilyn Kropelnik, the president of In Defense of Animals, all went to Costa Rica to sign the Declaration of Independence. Yeah. And we're signing the Constitution for the vegan community, so
wow.
it's building.
It's powerful.
It really is building. Let's take our last few messages. Going to Subway to get my veggie patty sub. Yum, yum, yum. Hey, at least as long as it's vegetables. Thank you, Beth People says thank you. Billy, of course, said time to raid the refrigerator.
Oh, it's that time.
David Guillon says, I've been listening to Charlotte Gerson lectures on YouTube, and detoxing is the key to healing.
It so is. Oh, eliminating all those toxins is so incredibly important and life-changing. Life-changing.
Anita says, I will have to check that out. Please do check it out. 2026, we're working on this beautiful vegan world in Costa Rica. Everyone, I'm Patrizia Barretto. This is Lunch Break Live. And today we were with Jovanna Vidal. Jovanna, before we sign out, why don't you tell the viewers where they can find you?
Sure. Social media, it's This is Jovanna, like you're introducing me, Jovanna. This is Jovanna.com. This is Jovanna Facebook. Anywhere, it's This is Jovanna. Jovanna Vidal is my name, and I've been so happy to be here with you all today. I am so grateful that you all welcomed me so warmly. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Everyone, again, I'm Patrizia Barretto. This is Lunch Break Live, and we are out.